John, it's not a bad day, it's quite mild.
Yeah, it's turned out better than we expected, I would say.
And what's the state of the pitch then?
It's soft on top, but we haven't had any rain for the last 12 hours or so we're definitely happy to play.
And you're new to this job, but how's it going?
Well, I'm not new to women's football. I've been involved for the last 3 years, but I took over from Steve in July, and yeah, we've had our ups and downs, but it's been a great first half, so we're happy with where we are.
I believe we met you at Crewe before, do we?
We did, yeah. I was with Nick and Ian over at Crewe, so we were familiar sort of foes in the North West Regional League, yeah.
And the cup final as well.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that, do we?
Oh, yes, we do. It's one of our successes. But Liverpool Feds, how are they doing this season? They're up at the top.
We've had a fairly stable group of players to work with, and putting in consistent performances week in, week out, so we're quite happy with where we are progress-wise.
Right. And how's it been since Christmas? Have you had games?
We've had a friendly against Everton Ladies, which was an eye-opener because they play 3 leagues above us, and moved the ball really quickly, very well organised. That was a great leg opener. We replaced our Thursday night training session with a 40-minute each side game, and it benefited the girls. The game after that was going to be Blackpool Wren Rovers, who you know really well, but the snow came down, as you well know, because your pitch was affected by it as well.
Yeah. What are the prospects for the rest of the season? I mean, you're up there with Middlesbrough and Hull.
We just got to keep going. Middlesbrough, good team. Hull, good team. Both clubs which are backed by the men's side. So as a self-sufficient finance club, we've just got to keep putting in the performances, and we hope to be there towards the end.
Right. No. How's Steve getting on in career? But tell me about what he's up to.
I don't know too much about Steve and what he's over there. I believe it is coaching, but other than that I can't say any more on it.
We were debating, is it North Korea or South Korea?
I'm sure it must be South Korea. I don't think they let them in over the border, do they?
Oh, okay. You went to the special general meeting yesterday, did you? What was all that about? What did you find out?
It was an update, half-year review on how things are progressing. Focused a lot on brand development as well, and how they can get the Women's Premier League closer to the Women's Super League, and the logo and how all those designs operate. But they also talked about the success of the women's game after the World Cup last year, and they're coming up with special sponsorship campaigns, working with Continental to put more money into participation, and where they're looking to target is age groups between 5 and 11.
And
So-
how would that affect you and Liverpool Feds?
Well, we've got age groups running all the way through from younger groups, and the idea behind that is that you create more teams, not just work with the teams that you've got, but create more teams to then access the extra funding that they're talking about.
We do have a bit of interest in football, but it's always training. It's never about playing other teams. It's always difficult to find other teams to play.
Yeah, and we sometimes have that problem, and we have to go further afield to get games in. But I think that's just the nature of where we are at the moment. You know.
Well, I thought Liverpool was full of women playing football. I mean,
But there's plenty of teams, but it's about finding teams at the level that you want to be playing.
Right.
Because, there's no point always playing a county team and battering them 10-0, because we learn nothing from that.
No.
So if we can find teams of a similar nature, similar level, then obviously that allows us to ask more questions of our players, and ultimately you get a better game out of it.
And have you found that the World Cup has made a difference to your teams?
Not with our particular group, but there is signs that there are more girls of a younger age wanting to get involved with the football, which is what it's all about.
And what are the tactics for today?
Can't tell you that. That's
go on.
Strictly between me and my assistant. Yeah. I haven't even told her yet.
No, I know. John, thanks very much. Enjoy the game.
Okay,
And
no
there was
problem.
something else? Chantelle, congratulations on the victory. What kind of a game was it for you then?
It was quite messy really. I think the pitch didn't help. It was very boggy in areas and the ball seemed to hold up quite a lot, so you couldn't get the passing rhythm going. But I think both teams did well to adapt to the game, really.
Yeah, I always like watching Liverpool Feds play their possession play, bringing it out of defence. And
yeah, I mean, we love to play football. We like to play it the right way, get it down the floor and pass it about and create chances through that way.
move it out to the wing and down the wing.
Definitely play out from the back. So.
And a bit of controversy over the penalty to begin with.
Yeah,
I'll be having a look at this later.
I didn't see it. I'm going to stick with that one.
Well, I've got a feeling that he should have given the pen for the first shove.
The first foul, and the second.
Go on now, Morecambe. Joe, get him going, yeah? Sophie, get him going. Laura, get him going. Come on. Come on now, Morecambe.
The other goals were well taken, and you kept getting thought offside.
Yeah, that was a big problem in the first half. I think Morecambe did well playing a high line, to be honest, and they held it quite well, so credit to them for getting us offside all the time.
And it frustrated your forwards as well.
Very frustrated.
And second half?
I think Morecambe come into it a lot more second half, give us a bit more of a battle, and they broke through a couple of times, to be honest, and they could have got a few goals back. So
One. We could have gone one back.
Yeah.
And what does this mean for Liv Feds for the rest of the season?
Well, we've got a tough game against Coventry next weekend in the FA Plate. That'll be a good challenge. We just keep taking each game as it comes, see how we go. Managed to score a lot of goals this season, which we didn't do last. So, hopefully, aiming for promotion.
Right. And what about the girls today? Who would you like to pick out as good players?
Out of our team, I think it was a good collective team performance, to be honest. I thought the back four was solid. I think the two strikers did well. I think young Emily up front, she's been fantastic all season, to be honest, and she's only 17.
What about yourself then? What kind of a game do you have?
I just stand there and win headers.
No, you actually drive through and make the plays through midfield.
Yeah,
plays.
I really enjoyed today, actually. I didn't think I would with a boggy pitch. I'm a bit of a wimp, but yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a good game.
Right, well, remember that you're a bit of a wimp.
You play on 3G, so I'll enjoy it more.
All I wish for is that they turn the floodlights on.
I know, it got dark, didn't it, towards the end, yeah.
At least it didn't rain.
Yeah.
Chantelle, thanks very much.
Thank you.
And good luck for the season. Someone attack it. Oh. Play Calais. Oh, man.
Right back, well done. Right, Charlotte. What that cost, Joe?
That's just number 14, all we want to know.
Hannah, that was it was a difficult game. That they were a good team.
Yeah, they were definitely going forward in the final third. They were passed and moved the ball really, really well. Obviously, it was hard pitch, really, really muddy. Last time we played on here, it was difficult as well. But they were really good up top. Kind of the runners.
And they brought the ball out of defence and played solidly from the back.
I think that's the difference. They were just very, very comfortable on the ball. They're obviously used to playing on that as well. But they didn't rush or anything with it, and they built it through the thirds instead of just. They did like the little long balls over. They had the runs, but they did. They played it through the thirds, and they were patient with it, and they were the better team.
I thought we were guilty of early season stuff of booting the ball back to them rather than we could have played it out. Second half we did better.
I think we have this conversation. I think a lot of people kind of don't have the confidence when they're on the ball, and they feel like they need to get rid of it. Not look up, just hoof it, and then obviously if that happens, it goes straight back to them, and then you're working hard again to win it back. But with the pitch being like that, you kind of didn't want to run with it too much because it was so hard running with it, so couldn't really win.
How's your chilblains?
They're okay. One of them is bleeding, but no, they're all right actually. They'll probably be hurting a little bit tomorrow, but.
So, are you going back to the pub for pizza or not?
No, well, it's a bit of a trek back to.
All right, it's only
Ulverston.
for next week, so.
Is that home?
I think. Oh, is it Middlesbrough?
I think. Yeah, I don't know if it's home. So yeah, hopefully, we can improve, have a few players back, and obviously back on the 3G, so that suits us much better.
Anna, thank you. It's a bit gloomy here tonight. I wish they'd put the floodlights on.
Yeah, we should have gone gloomy at half time. Disappointing. Obviously, we knew we were coming in here today with a few players missing, and it's affected things quite dramatically when you actually watch the patterns of play and how we perform. We didn't retain the ball very well at all, particularly first half. So obviously, make from that what you will. But the players that were missing, obviously, I think probably would have made a difference. I'm not saying we would have won the game because the Feds are probably the best team we've played football-wise. They passed it around very well, and there was always options for them. And I've just said to our team, you learn from teams, and when you play up against teams like that, they do pass the ball around really well. You should be looking at them and picking up little tips, and their movement, and then the runners off the ball. Fantastic, and eventually it catches up with you. You can't deal with it. Probably better second half because we sat off a little bit deeper. And
bring it, Beth. Play Beth. First half, we tended to give the ball back to them. Second half, we're a lot better, keeping a bit of possession coming out of defence.
Well, that's what I said to them. I said, if we can sit deeper, it creates more space between their back four and our back four, and it gives us room to try and play and keep the ball a bit. Obviously, we had nothing to lose. I said, we're 4-1 down, let's try and keep the ball. There's no options now other than hitting it long isn't working. Let's try and keep the ball a little bit and maintain the possession, and we can work it and then try and spring Emma away. But it worked a couple of times. Emma did have some one-on-ones, which unfortunately didn't go her way, but she scored a good goal first half. But it's a lesson learned. The pitch was horrible. We missed one or two players. You know, you like to freshen things up and bring players on, and probably missed Becky more than most today.
Really miss Becky today.
Miss Becky. It's just ball retention, and Becky doesn't fluster. She always looks as if she's comfortable on the ball and looks as if she knows where there's a pass.
Right.
And we didn't do that really today. Right from the back four to Emma up top, it was just one of them games. You can put it down to it's been gluey and horrible, but they played on it. They played some good stuff on it, so you can't put it down to that.
And Feds title contenders?
From what we've played so far, obviously we haven't played Middlesbrough. They drew with Middlesbrough, so obviously they're both quite decent teams. So we'll know more next week.
Nick, thanks very much.
Thank you.
This is